Hey there, Joker fans, and welcome to Screen Rant. I'm Greg Elliott, and if you hadn't heard yet, Joker has ended up not just being a box office hit, but a box office game changer. It's the first R-rated movie to crack $1 billion worldwide, and it's now the most profitable comic book movie of all time. Although a sequel hasn't been put into development yet, only two movies in history, Titanic and Zootopia, have ever made more than $1 billion without spawning one, so it's pretty much a sure thing. And that said, it's hard to imagine any Joker sequel not involving Batman in some way. And since we already know that Robert Pattinson's Batman is in a different universe than Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, that means that Joker 2 would have to create its own version. So keeping that in mind, since the first Joker cast actors with primarily dramatic acting experience, that this Batman would likely have to be much younger, and the fact that director Todd Phillips likes to cast actors he's worked with in the past, here's a selection of actors who we think could possibly play the Dark Knight in a sequel to Joker. First up is Miles Teller. Yeah, we know he did the Divergent movies, and let's just try to forget 2015's A Fantastic Four, but his work in more serious films like Whiplash, Bleed for This, and The Spectacular Now show some serious acting chops. Some of his films have had him playing darker and morally complicated people, and his experience there could make an interesting fit for this version of Batman. And he also previously headlined Todd Phillips' movie War Dog, so he's already got a solid in right there. Either way, we think he's got just the right tempo to take on the Dark Knight. Next up is Armie Hammer, who was supposed to play Batman once already in George Miller's version of Justice League back in 2007. Now obviously that never came to be, but why not give him another chance? Now while Armie is the oldest pick we've got, he's been great in dramas like The Social Network and Call Me By Your Name, and he could easily play a charming billionaire with a dark secret. And if his work in Sorry to Bother You was any indication, he could totally go toe-to-toe with Phoenix's Joker on the crazy scale too. And then we've got Dickinson, who might be a new name to a lot of you, but he definitely left an impression with his work last year on the miniseries Trust as John Paul Getty III. He received some acclaim for his role in the indie film Beach Rats, and he's now stepping into bigger roles, having appeared in Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, and the upcoming The King's Man prequel. And at only 23 years old, nearly half the age of Joaquin Phoenix, the young versus old dynamic could definitely add some cool new layers to the classic Batman and Joker rivalry. After starring in Dunkirk back in 2017, Harry Styles hasn't really expressed much interest in doing more acting. He even turned down the chance to play Prince Eric in Disney's live-action remake of The Little Mermaid, but maybe all it takes is the right role for him to give it another shot. From what we've seen, he's not a bad actor, and casting him could be as bold and unexpected a move as the idea of making an R-rated Joker film in the first place. Todd Phillips doesn't like to play things safe when it comes to Joker, so casting Harry as Batman could be an intriguing way to continue that tradition. And the last one we've got for you is Jovan Adepo. Through his work in Fences with Denzel Washington and his more recent stuff in the When They See Us miniseries and his recent guest spot on Watchmen, we know he's got some serious talent. While it's true that Bruce was shown as being white in the first Joker, you could easily chalk that up to Arthur Fleck having possibly made the whole thing up in his head, and this could allow the universe of Todd Phillips' Joker a chance to tackle more socio-political issues related to race. Adepo has shown a lot of talent in just a few roles, and that would be more than welcome in any form in the world of Joker 2, Batman, or otherwise. The possibilities are endless, but we hope you enjoyed and maybe agreed with our choices for Batman in the inevitable Joker sequel. Got anybody else in mind that we didn't mention? Well, let us know in the comments and keep coming back to Screen Rant to stay in the loop on all things DC. I'm Greg Elliott, and I'll see you later. Peace.